That's on YouTube, man.
Did you put it in there?
Yeah, not on Instagram.
No,
Hey guys,
it's
welcome. We're back another Monday for Raw But Real. As you can see, we have a young guest.
Young
I don't even know.
How y'all doing?
I call him.
You don't have to talk into the mic.
How y'all doing?
It's gonna hear you.
That's your deep voice.
Hey.
This is the infamous Jaden that we talk about all the time. This
Yeah.
is G Baby's son.
Beige boy.
That's the beige boy. We call him the beige boy. Y'all don't call him that. No, we probably shouldn't have said it.
It's
But
gonna be all that.
he has decided to join us today because we need to go over some things that's going on in this world.
Yep.
So of course we're gonna put the number on the bottom of the screen.
Right, y'all can call in and talk to us as well. We had a few callers last week.
We did.
Did you find it, son?
Yeah, I'm about to post it.
Look at her. Did you find it, son? She look at her helping out. He got this.
You know how that goes.
He probably could show us some
This gonna
things.
be
Like
your
y'all been
most
doing this
viewed-
all wrong.
This is gonna be your most viewed interview.
You
Like,
think so, Cocky? All right.
I'm on here, so
Okay,
they gonna,
Kanye.
They gonna want to come see me.
This is what I gotta deal with. This light skin stuff right here.
Is that what? See, now we do that
He do
to
it.
each other.
It's him.
It's the black people, the light skin, dark skin.
It be him.
It's really.
I'm
You're
telling
not too
you.
far off of them, caramel
I
latte.
know that's what that part. I'm
You're not too far
a
off.
smooth caramel. All right, so today's
Hey Siri,
topic
cut on Do Not
is-
Disturb.
We're talking about the incident with the 14-year-old and his mother
In Chicago.
in Chicago.
It's
He's my only child, and I haven't even asked him the question, but because
he wanted to talk about it.
he did want to talk about it, but my thing was I already know, like, he gonna do the same thing. I've seen him.
Who? Get in the car? Who? Nate. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my grandma, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Right.
I'm already knowing what to do in that situation. Though.
And
So
how
say
you know what to
instance,
do.
say for instance that happened, and I didn't have a gun.
We just going toe to toe. Like we gotta have a brawl.
Cause you know I'm fighting first.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but I mean, it just depends. Like for me, it just like I know for a fact that it's not gonna go that far if there's no weapon in the car. You know, but if there is, then yeah,
Then you would bust.
Yeah, cause
You,
it's just-
your
'cause
option
it's
to
just
fight.
Like, Cause it's just like that's a dude, but like that's a grown man.
Mhm.
So I got the confidence to take him, but
I mean,
so much I can do.
I would like to believe.
Rico,
that-
what you think?
You just gonna cut me off.
No, I'm sorry, I ain't mean to, but I wanted to get because
Let's get-
he is the grown man, and going back to you
Oh
being
my grandmama. Okay, we gonna get
going
all
back
that.
to
We
being
gonna
that
get all
age.
that.
What would you have done, Rico?
As far as the boy was 14, I called my first case. I was 11. So,
So,
you already
okay.
know what
So-
I did. You ain't gonna hit my mama. That's
like,
a problem.
It's just like it's
It's
my
every
mama at the
time.
end of the
Issue.
day
You
too.
gonna
Like
punch
so
my
this
mama in
is
her
who I
face
gotta go home
like
with.
she a grown ass man.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
that
a
we do
problem.
not see. I'm the voice of reason. I try to be, and I probably would do the same thing. When I saw this story, I was 38 hot. I was pissed. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be the topic for the day," because I would like to think that I would have a cool head, but y'all know the lawyer in me. I missed my calling. I probably really should have been a lawyer because I look at every angle on everything, and we only getting. You got to remember, we are only getting a portion of what really happened.
Right.
Only people that's gonna know what happened is the people that really
Was in there.
was in there
Mm-hmm.
and the people that lived it. All I know is when a cuckoo bird tells you, "Oh my grandmama, you say one more thing, I'ma sock you." He might actually mean it.
And he
you
did.
might
And
not
he did.
and I'm not blaming the victim. Y'all know I don't like that. But I had to look at it and say, but we just talking about the line. Now I heard her telling her son, if y'all really look at the video, she's saying get back in the car. She was telling her son to go back to the car.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if she texted her son. It didn't look like she was on her phone.
I don't think she had time.
It didn't look like she was on her phone texting, saying grab the strap. I don't know what, but maybe her son saw it and he just know, like, this dude in here acting funny, I'm about to go get the gun. Now she's licensed to carry. She did that part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when they parked that, like, you could see kind of like inside, so you probably saw that in
or heard it.
Yeah, well, he was in there. He was in there, and she was saying go back to the car. So he heard the guy arguing with his mama. And
then they also said that I heard allegedly.
Well, I'm reading the report.
That when they checked her phone, they didn't see any text message.
Yeah, because I don't think I think he just saw it, and because the next thing you hear in the video is the pop. Like,
yeah.
But he got three. He got 3 hits off on her. Like something like. But did you see the guy, the older gentleman, like leave out, like the dude that closed the piano in The Color Purple?
He
like
definitely
got out of here.
Like he might have seen the gun before anybody else.
And I'm not blaming him. You say your safety first. You trying to get out. You a granddaddy. That nobody gonna pop the dad like that at the hot dog stand. Getting a hot dog.
I have visited my family over the weekend in Ohio. We just had this conversation about my uncle used to read meters. And he came across an incident where a woman and a man was fighting. Mm-hmm. And he watched this man like pick this lady up and slam dunk her on the ground. And he was
Jesus slam. We call that a Jesus slam.
And he was like, he went in and was like, tried to kind of help her. But his friend was like, I don't think I would have gotten to it. I wouldn't have put myself in that situation. So you got some people who would be like, all right, yeah, I see this. I need to intervene and try and help this woman. And then you got people who be like, I'm not getting in that because anything else could happen, which I understand both sides.
I do too.
But
in that situation, if I'm standing in line and I hear this, I'm probably just leaving because I see it escalating. I'm like, dude, is out of line, and I probably would just leave. Yeah.
So I'm talking about from these male point of views. You got men who are gonna probably try to step in or say something. Then you got some that's gonna be like, I'm gonna leave that alone.
None of them was there.
But then here's the son who's like, this is my mama, and why? I mean, even as me, as a woman, and something happened to my mama, I would have did the same thing, honestly.
There's a such thing as a warning shot. We say this with the police, too. Police are trained to shoot to kill. Are we training our kids to shoot to kill if something happens? It's a such thing as a warning shot. If somebody was attacking your mama, you had a gun, and you had the access to one, you can do a shot in the air. You can hit them in the leg. You don't have to shoot to kill somebody.
Not if somebody punching your mama.
You're dead in the face.
You don't have to shoot to kill.
You're not going to punch your mama in the face and then think that you're going to walk off with a little warning shot.
I'm telling you, and I hate
to
put this out there. But mama
can live from that. You don't come back from a bullet.
You don't come back from a bullet, but I'm saying he had the access to it.
Yeah, not necessarily. You're right.
She could have
hit her head on the counter.
Other than that, the boy is 14. He might have been not afraid. He might have been afraid, not know exactly what to do.
See how he was.
So that's the first thing that you gonna think of.
I can agree for the first shot, but the next two, Jim was on purpose.
The next two was like, if he outside, he might be going to reach for something.
Yeah,
if he come back, we don't. Like I said,
but they said when he walked out is when he shot him in the back. So you don't know if
I don't believe that to be true. Okay, so like I said, we not gonna. If you watching the video, it wasn't he got a hit off on his mama and then he shot him. So he shot him in the back because the way he swung on his mama, that was his back. It wasn't that he was walking out of the hot dog stand.
No. They said the first shot is when he shot him in the back. And then supposedly the guy was kind of like walking out.
Yeah, stumbling out.
Right, and he went and shot him twice after that.
Yeah.
But again, so in that mindset as that kid, who knows if he's going to make it to his car and might grab a gun and come back.
I'm out of there at that point. You shoot, I'd be like, let's go.
I get that part.
In that situation, you not moving like that. Like, you're not going to move that fast.
It's like, I got to take you out.
I ain't never been in that situation. I'm just trying to imagine.
It's like,
I don't know.
You standing there and somebody shoot, your initial reaction isn't to just be like, oh my God, like.
Your initial reaction is to do what?
Get out of there, but your thought
I don't know.
Process, your
you talking like it's from experience. You've been shut up before.
No, it ain't from experience. It's from damn common sense.
No, it's not. It ain't common sense to me. So it ain't common sense.
Very common.
It's not common sense. Everybody don't think the same, so that's why I said it ain't common sense.
Every situation is different, but so I don't even, the part of the video I seen, I couldn't see how close the boy was to him, but Your
Right.
adrenaline rushing already. He already was off
You
his
ain't
shit when
thinking
he
in the
started
right
hitting the
mind
lady.
frame.
So
Right.
you know he ain't even all the way in his right mind in the first place when he started firing on the lady. He amped up. So then somebody comes shoot you. You don't know how you gonna respond.
And what
then. Like you
drugs
say,
he
you
could've
don't know
been on.
what the dude had on him.
Right.
So it all depends on, you know what I'm saying? That now I'd have been in situations if somebody a distance from me and they get to shooting, if I could run and get away when I was younger,
Yeah.
I would have ran and got away if I ain't got nothing on me.
But
But
that's what
if I
I'm
don't
saying.
have
When we
nothing
have
on me and
something
you
on
come close
us,
to me and you shoot me, I'm gonna try to get your ass
Yeah,
and try to
that's
get
the
that gun
difference.
from you.
Mm-hmm.
So it all depends on the situation.
all
Then
right.
he's probably
So
looking
tell
at
your
my
kids, shoot to
kid.
kill.
Like the little kid
Yeah.
shot me. He might
That's
be
what we
trying to
teaching the
get
kids.
out.
That's what we teaching the youth. Shoot
I'm
to
not
kill.
saying necessarily shoot to kill.
They're gonna teach you what?
Yeah.
Yeah, as a police officer.
No, when you get your gun.
I can't with this life. I can't. This
I
is
mean,
sad to me.
because
This is
you're
sad
gonna
to
give
me.
a person an opportunity. You listen.
It's
just like he
sad
just,
to
just
me.
like he just
I
said. Real, listen. Just like he just
I
said.
can,
That man got shot once and he was still going off of that adrenaline. He might not even, he felt it, but he didn't feel it. So maybe in his mind, he about to go get his shit and could come back and then die later. You get what I'm saying? So in that instant, you like, well, if I still see you moving and you got a chance to go get yours, I gotta take you down.
Okay. We gonna agree to disagree. Because no matter what I say, it's not gonna be viewed the same. Like, I'm not saying, I've never been in a situation, the situation that I was in where it was life or death and a gun was pulled on me, I knew to get the hell out of there, is what I'm saying. So people can say what they think they would do. I'm talking from experience of being in a situation. So when I say it's not common sense, everybody, you don't know what you're thinking. I've been in a situation where, yes, I know what I was thinking. My thought was to get the hell out of there. So no, I don't feel like my first instinct is I'm going to shoot to kill you.
I can speak on all different.
I mean, yeah, I'm only speaking from my experience.
Right here,
Because I've been
I
right
can
at
only
that
speak
point.
from my
And
experience.
I
right
swear
here
if I had a
came from a
gun.
gunshot wound. I got shit. I got gunshot wounds, stab wounds, all that shit.
Yeah.
So I done been in all different type of situations. So
And it affects everybody differently.
I can relate to it. And then I done seen a lot.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, I don't. I think we just so cavalier with.
So can I ask
we can
you-
just take another person.
Matter
It's
of fact,
like,
this what we got.
Yes,
This how we
he's
got to
beating
get
his
you to
mama. I
look
get
at
it.
it.
I get
though.
the situation. I'm
Think
just
about
saying.
it though. Now, put yourself in a situation. You a grown ass woman.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine some nigga punch your mom in the face, and there's a
Mm-hmm.
gun around. You probably gonna shoot that.
That's what I'm saying.
Make them look like what?
punch
What's
your
that
That's
cheese?
what I'm saying.
Like I said, I will hope that cooler heads will prevail.
It sounds
I don't
great.
know.
It
I don't
sounds
know.
fucking
And then
great.
the aftermath,
As much as you
y'all
talk
make it
about
sound
your
so
mama,
easy,
you're
like you
about
could
to let
just
nobody
not
punch
think
your
about
mama
No.
in the
killing
face.
somebody.
Especially 3 times.
No.
We real cavalier with, oh well, you know, I killed somebody, and we justify the reasons for killing somebody. You still
That's
taking a
what
life.
supposed to
It's
do.
it's not
You're
just
still taking a life.
It's just certain people crash out at the wrong moments, and certain people crash out for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, he had a reason to do what he did. But
Yes,
at the same
I
time,
agree.
it's not right that he took the man's life. But
Under
push
the
come to
circumstances, you
shove,
understand it more. I
push
get
come
that.
to shove, somebody beating on my mama, and I see it. Anybody, I don't care who you are.
Now,
male
at what?
or
Now, this is.
female.
I'm not saying I agree with this, but I already said in the beginning. At what level do we hold Mama responsible for still running her mouth?
Oh
he
yeah,
said-
I'm definitely gonna tell
when
my
he
mama
said
about
to
it.
stop
Shit
talking.
like done because it's just like, how did you
we
get
don't know
into
what
a
all
fight?
we don't know what all happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't know what all happened. At least me too, because I didn't follow the whole story yet.
Mhm.
But at the same time, as a grown man, and if I'm wherever they was, hot dog stand or whatever,
Mhm.
and I'm getting into, especially there, it's
Yes.
not like I don't think they knew each other or nothing.
No.
No.
So you don't know this person. Y'all couldn't have been arguing about nothing that's serious. Once that lady, if she,
They
even
literally
if she
was talking
out
about
of-
who was in
even-
line.
even if she was out of pocket,
Literally.
You could have said so many
even
words.
if she
at
was
that
out of
point.
pocket,
Yeah, throwing
I would have
the
got
fist
the
is
fuck
different.
on.
Yeah.
And especially if I see you with your children. I'm not gonna fire on no lady in no restaurant, especially in front of her damn children.
Now flip that.
That's a problem with the dude
Exactly.
himself. He deserved. Man, he
Exactly.
probably, if he'd do that, ain't no telling what else he'd do.
There ain't no
Now,
That might have been
flip that.
God's way of getting him.
Yeah,
It was God's
no.
plan.
His girl.
No, he said it was God's plan. So
I agree.
It was God's
Nah, I
plan.
agree with that now. I
God works
definitely
through us
agree.
in mysterious ways.
I agree.
I'll let y'all have that. That's just the world we living in. So either kill or be killed.
Can't
That's
see my
I
face
guess I'll
today. I
be
talk a
killed.
whole bunch of shit.
Right. I was like, it's different breeds out
Because,
there for everybody.
like he just said too, you don't know,
Mhm.
because the girl again, they said the girl was cheering, amping him up to do it.
Yeah, the girlfriend.
So again, he's probably that type of person that put his hands on women automatically anyway. So again, he felt
Once
that
again,
comfortable.
Right. I can't. The mind of a goofy person. I'm sorry, goofy people, for people that think I call y'all goofy. Y'all a little strange to me. But all I can think of as from the mother's perspective, if I'm out with my son and I got a cuckoo bird acting a fool, guess what? We ain't getting hot dogs tonight. At some point, you just got to be the one to walk away. That's all I'm saying. That's my take on it. That's how I look at it. I'm not blaming her. What happened had to happen. Like you say, it's God's plan. Hey, maybe some things have to be.
You do got a point there that
At some point, you just walk
she could
away.
have, but the part that I'm judging most on is
If
not
he
even
did
about
that.
the mother. I'm judging most on the part
I'm not judging
that,
at all.
far as I'm not saying judge like I'm saying if they ask him was the boy wrong, so that is a form of judgment.
Mhm.
I'm
I
saying
hear you.
that's my main thing. I don't know what that lady and that man was talking about, arguing about. I just know that little boy. I don't feel he wrong. No matter if my mama all the way out of motherfucking pocket.
That's my mama.
And I'm 14 years old or older. If I see that shit, man, that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
So you got to look at the
Mama.
age too. All that
Yeah.
shit plays a factor. He's 14. You see his mom in there getting into it with a dude. The dude starts swinging on his mama.
Exactly.
He shot him.
Mama is the adult in the situation. That's all I'm saying. It's a different angle to look at. Not saying I agree with it. I'm just giving the different situations, different ways to view things. And
But she couldn't get her
she
ass up
couldn't
and go
get-
and stop him because she on the floor. So she can't get up and like, no, son, no. This bitch like this.
No, that before that, y'all, you going fast
She
forward.
said
I'm saying
that-
before that even
that the
happens.
lady should have.
Before it even happens, when dude is popping off,
she should have
bye.
just chilled
But
out.
then you also
Bye.
said that she told him to go.
Who? I
You
didn't tell
said
you that.
she did. You said
She told
you
her
said-
son to go.
That's
to
what I'm
the
talking
car.
about. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. She
So
told-
again,
but
so-
did you tell your son to go to the car to get the strap or
Now,
go
see,
to
we
the
didn't
car?
hear that. But he went to the
Go
car.
to the car and leave the situation. But at that point, you told your son to leave. Why didn't you go too?
Because you
She was
getting
on the
beat
floor.
on.
She had not got hit at that point.
When
She told him to go before when dude started. Watch the video.
So at
when
that-
dude started popping off, saying, "Say one more thing, lady. Just be quiet. Just say one more thing." Oh
And
my
she told
grandmama,
her son
I'll
to
hit
go.
you. And she kept. She said this before. When he started popping off, she was like, "Son, go to the car." He was like, "Get the cops." She was like, "What?" I ain't say. He thought she said, "Get the cops." He already had his hand in a fist. If you look at it, he already had his hand balled up in a fist.
Uh-huh.
He said, "Say one more thing. I swear to God, lady, just get your food." She kept talking. I'm not blaming her. I'm just telling y'all, watch the video. That's what was going on.
Everybody
So
don't
at
take
that
kindly
point-
to threats anyway.
Exactly.
Well, just
I
somebody-
don't disagree, but I'm
somebody telling
saying,
you to shut the
at
fuck up,
some
you gonna
point-
start talking
Yeah.
because they telling you to shut
Who
the
the
fuck
fuck
up.
is
What the fuck you talking
when you have children, I don't know. I just feel like maybe it's a better way to look at things. Go, just, you know what? And who's to
That might have
say,
been
even
her
if
way
she
of
did
saying,
start
go to the
walking
car
away
and
and he
protect
still
her.
started following her, we don't know. Like, then okay. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you don't know this person. You can see they clearly are not right. I get this crap all day long down at my job where you get mentally ill people come in all day long throwing stuff out the snack bar, talking about somebody chasing them, can I use your phone, all this crazy stuff. And I just be like, no. Or I keep my distance, or sometimes you got to engage with them. And I pray when I do have to have those engagements that I'm safe.
Yeah.
They did better than what the average person would have did. Because
Definitely.
the average person, if they would, at least the people I know, man, I just know it's crazy people. If they would have chilled out, this nigga was giving them threats. If they would have chilled out, and all right, I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna leave. They probably been waiting on his ass to come out. Then they would have gotten some trouble for real.
Right.
At least this way they got off.
Yeah, because real, if that happened here, that would
They
have
was
been
like, hey, why don't they
way
go
They
a
would
whole.
have had a first
Hey,
degree.
they would have
This
been
was in the heat of
outside.
This is
passion.
what
Yeah.
I
This is
just
the
start
heat of
learning though.
passion.
But I'm saying
You responded.
No,
you
it's
go
not-
outside
What are
and
you
wait for
learning?
them, then that's a first
It's
degree.
not that we
Out here.
Okay.
I know we all know the cardinal rule: protect your mama, protect your family,
No,
protect. We know. Okay, we get that.
It's not just that. It's not just protecting your mom and your family. It's just the way that you move. If you know that you a person that's gonna be willingly to crash out at any moment on anybody, you should not be outside.
But they don't know that. This is what I'm saying.
But
Mental illness, they don't know that.
But who said that he was mentally ill?
I'm saying it. Dude was clearly, I am being a
Mentally
doctor
ill
today.
and got killed.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Because of what? Because he put his hands on somebody's mama and
And I mean, he put hands on her.
So,
like, he put the paws on her.
So
like,
therefore,
yeah.
it's not.
Listen,
On his grandma. Who's to say? Now, we found out later his grandma just died that morning.
He did
I'm just
not.
saying, what if,
He with
what's
her
the
now.
catch?
It's fine. He's
It's-
there.
There is no
I'm
difference.
trying to get
Nothing
I'm trying to get my
changed.
point out, and I done forgot. Y'all, okay.
Nothing changes to
Nothing
the fact that
changes
his
how you
grandma
feel
could have
about
died
that.
that morning.
Okay.
He still put his hands.
Because
on
it's
the
still no
female.
excuse to put your hands on a female. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just getting the statement out. I'm
Yeah.
agreeing with what you're saying.
Because
But
if I
people put
did it, I'd
excuses
be,
on
I'd be
everything.
wrong.
Mm.
Because all right, let's say he didn't die. He would have been receiving backlash on social media right now for putting his hands on the female.
Mhm.
But then also you gotta think about it. Then if her son would have
Do we
hopped
have
in,
kids or something? I don't know. I can't
because
remember
if
that.
her son would have hopped in and
Somebody had
he,
two daughters
he
or
get to
something.
he
I seen
get
a
he
picture
get to
of him
fighting
with
her,
two daughters.
Mhm.
not a girlfriend hop in. So not a son gotta
Getting beat
get the
up.
dude off the mama, but then the girlfriend also fighting the son. So the son trying to stop from hitting the female. So it could have just went so many
So
different.
clearly,
Yeah.
everybody just
Yeah.
has no
You gotta-
self-control,
you gotta-
is my point.
You gotta think. You gotta.
No one
think
has any
about-
self-control, and no one's thinking past the moment, is
Yeah.
my point on our youth. And if we can't think past the moment, and how are we teaching y'all to do that?
It's not even just.
I'm not even gonna say it's our youth now. Anybody that we know as the adults, if that had happened to their mama,
That's
Come
what I
on.
just said. So how
But
are
in
we
the Bible
teaching? That's
days,
what
they
I
was-
just
they was
said.
stoned
How
by
are
the
we
boy.
teaching?
it's
Our
not.
youth.
It's not even
Anything.
about.
It's not about teaching.
Yeah, it's protecting.
It's not
You
even
are
just
not
about
mic'd up,
teaching.
young lady. I need you to stop commenting.
She got
It's
one.
not-
She got a lot
Right.
to say over here today. Get on that mic.
I need somebody to call in so we can tell.
Again, what?
It's
You
not.
can-
It's
We can
about.
agree to disagree.
It's-
That's
it's
why
not
we have the
even-
It's
forum.
no era. It's no era at all. Like it's no this era. You know, the people in the 80s would have did this or
No,
you
it's
know.
not even just
I'm not
that.
saying about
No,
an
she's
era.
not
I'm trying to
saying
ask a
that.
specific question.
She's saying, what is that teaching us? It's not teaching any person that's in my generation right now. Like
And you're how old? Tell the people.
I'm 16.
Okay.
So anybody from the age of 13 to what? I give it the fair range to 18. From 13 to 18, any male in that situation, and if any dude is putting their hands on somebody, it is still imagine
And they have access to a gun.
they got access to a gun.
They're going to shoot.
They're going to shoot.
If you didn't, say
Imagine-
he didn't have a gun. He
didn't
could've
have a
just
gun. He
got him
still
off.
he's
You see, the old man was out of there. I gotta keep talking about the old
Don't.
man. It was the
But I'ma
funniest.
tell you this.
He was like, "Whoa, no,
It was an incident
get out of here."
when I was like, I think I was like 11 and 12, and my parents had got into it. I didn't stay in my room. I went and hopped on my daddy back and started hitting them in the head, like get off my mama. You know what I'm saying? As a child,
It's an instinct.
that's what I'm saying.
Right, it's an instinct.
So as a child, you your mother.
I think you missing. I think y'all missing my
Then
point.
that was your father, so you gonna jump
Right.
in it, but you might not have grabbed the gun.
That's all I'm saying.
That's
Thank you,
something
Rico.
different.
That's all I'm saying.
Hold on.
We
No,
you
my-
didn't have
In this
access
situation,
back
you
then.
don't know.
Hey,
Like
we
anybody gonna be quicker to shoot a stranger.
Yeah,
You don't know what to expect from this stranger.
Correct.
Than they is somebody that they know.
correct.
In most cases, because some.
But then
people
you got
know
some
them.
people
That's why you
whose
shot 'em,
fathers
'cause
are
you know.
abusive. My father wasn't abusive like that. But you got some people who grow up in households and their father are abusive, and kids get tired of watching their fathers beat on their mamas. You've heard a lot of cases where kids will shoot their father.
yeah.
But you gotta make a self defense.
No, Josh.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
Don't shoot.
Don't just
Like,
shoot daddy.
dog.
You gotta have a
I was
reason.
sick of him putting his hands on you, Mom. He's done now. Like, well, all right.
Yeah.
You gotta
And then
have a
that's when
plan.
the mother be like, "Oh, I did it," to protect the child. It's been them cases too.
Them some weirdos. in
I'm
this
telling
world.
you, it's a lot of different angles to it, and at the end of the day,
Mm.
It is self-defense.
It just
Period.
sounds like you gotta teach your kids kill or be killed. That's what it sounds like to me. Because if you don't know how to fight, you're gonna get beat up. If you choose to be the one where you have self-control, you're gonna get picked on. That's how I look at it.
Even if it's about fighting,
it's crazy to me.
With him nutting up like that, you don't know what that man had on him to even be.
No, he's just a catalyst for
He
it.
might have had something on him.
Right.
So if I got a weapon around and he nutting up, I don't know what that man got. I might hit him and he might shoot me. So if I got a weapon around and he doing shit like that, I probably shot his ass too. I'm a grown ass man.
Yeah. All right.
You
So,
ain't got you.
now let's talk about the next guy. That all these beatings is for children. Warren, Michigan. The officer that hit the guy. I forget, was he 16? I can't remember all these ages, but it's the youth. Now I'm not a genius by far, but I know body language. And that young man pulled his pants up like he was squaring up on the officer. We don't have no audio. So we don't know what he said. But what could he have really said that would justify the police officer putting his hands on?
A lot of young guys pulling their pants up all day, every day, because they don't
They ain't no belt on.
No.
When they do it, don't be.
It was a square up. If you watch it was a square up.
And when you lock up, they make you take your belt off.
I ain't gonna let nobody give him that justification. He's like, what you say? Look, he was saying something. You could tell from the body language. But then I thought about, like, what could he have really been saying that
made him do all of that?
He did a lot. Like the first slap
have been
I
talking
could see.
shit in the car.
Talking junk, you're gonna get popped. I was like, the first slap, I wasn't upset. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't upset with the officer for putting his hands on. Because some of these kids need their hands put on. I'm sorry, they do. They need a little touch sometimes.
What was the officer doing though? Because I'm on the flip side. A lot of these kids might be doing some bullshit, but I know when I was young, all the way probably to like 10 years old, officers used to just be messing with us, then slapped us on our bikes and all, then had us in the rain. I'm like 16, had us on the car, and then punched me in my shit. And then when I stood up, like, you better not do nothing. He had a red beam on my head. I'm 16 years old.
Yeah.
And what was you doing?
We wasn't doing nothing. We was coming from these girls' house, cutting through the thing, about to go to the motherfucking, I don't know, might have been Perry Drugs or something back then.
Perry back in the day. Oh my Lord.
And they caught us outside fucking with it just to shake us down.
Yeah.
We was young black men, and we was in Hamtramck.
Oh,
and when all our hands on the car, one of them motherfuckers punched me in my shit, and I slid on the car, and I jumped up. When I jumped up, like,
that's your reaction.
That
that's
motherfucker pulled a gun to my motherfucking
face
with a beam on that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to write a book. You have had some traumatic.
Yeah.
You had some different things going on. Okay,
that's the thing. That's what's so crazy, because a lot of these men out here have been through that.
Yes.
Period. And again, some of the women don't understand it, but they have been. I've had an incident with his dad when we were dating. We just ran to the gas station and they just pulled up like, "Hey, get out the car." He threw him on the car, searched him, took whatever money he had in his pocket, hit him, and then they pulled off.
That's because they know who to shake down.
But here it is.
In the hood.
They didn't know. The thing was,
that wasn't his area.
That's where he lived, but he wasn't doing that shit. Again, but then you're guilty by association.
That part.
You understand what I'm saying?
I had that too with my
so
ex
that still don't make it right. You get what I'm saying?
And he used to get so mad at me because I've had this mouth a long time, people. I've always been defending someone. So me and my boyfriend, we chilling. Back in the day, 8 Mile Scony. Woo-hoo. Anyway.
She not from the streets.
I'm not at all, but that's Scony. Scony down, and still my people. We sitting in the car chilling. Just sitting outside. Police ride up. I think we was arguing a little bit. We might have had an argument, but we kids.
Probably.
It was probably an argument.
Because she just said she had this mouth.
Yeah, so we had a disagreement about something. So the police ride up, they like, "You okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Like, I'm good."
Mm-hmm.
So they continued to ask him or mess with him. Like, "What did you do in her?" I was like, "I'm fine." I was like, "It's fine." He was like, "Ma'am, sit down." I said, "I'm not a ma'am." So I'm getting into it with the officer. He was like, "Rhea, shut up. Like, don't say," because it's giving them a reason to say something to him.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that back in the day. I'm just like, no, you're going to leave him alone. You're not thinking people just going to do what you tell them to do.
No.
Yeah, the police over there was real dirty. That's all I can say about that story.
I mean, and that's why we are where we are now.
Yeah, but back then, they used to know who was doing what. And they used to mess with them on the block. And they used to take their little money. Talking about what you make this week, what you do, like all of that.
Yeah, we got to.
They used to pull up and take their money.
Like even what you said about me, like as far as the books and movies, I have written some stuff that I'm gonna put out, and I'm trying to turn stuff to movies too. But if you think about the era we came up in, if you think about when most of the hood classic films came out, it's really our era. You know what I'm saying? All the Boys in the Hood, the Menace to Society,
Right.
Colors, all this stuff is really what was going on in our communities for real when the drugs was hitting like that.
Right.
So it's like, of
But
course,
now, what do you think it
if
is
you
now?
outside, you're gonna be in a.
No,
But
no,
outside,
you wanna know what it
but
is
now
now?
he would know
Yeah,
better than
that's
us.
what is it now?
Everybody, every young person around my age group has the willingly way to a gun. That's really
And
it.
is it glorified? Do y'all like? You see it a lot in movies. You see
You
it
see
more.
it, you see
so
it.
it's natural to y'all.
You see it, you hear it. It's more. Death has become a natural thing to so many people.
That just breaks
Like,
my heart coming from a.
It
like,
don't
16-year-old.
hurt nobody no more for real, because it's just like it's just so normal.
Common.
Yeah, so it's just like
Because I'm gonna tell you, most of these kids that's on Instagram, their pictures got guns in it and money in it, like stacks of money and hella guns.
And that's grown people too. I never understand
extended
that.
clips, all
Stupid.
kind of stuff. Like and like he said, they have access to it, and it's like as a parent, you kind of got to start watching what's going on in your household. Like you, regardless, you should have
Agreed.
been investigating what's in your home.
Hmm.
Like
And by investigating, that means
locks
ain't
on
no
my
privacy
door.
in the
Right,
home.
you know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
giving privacy to these teenagers
Yeah,
living in y'all house rent free.
checking.
You sound crazy.
I'm checking the cars. I'm checking the garage.
Everything.
I'm checking
we
the
check
room.
everything.
I'm checking everything.
she
You
know
know,
what she gonna find.
right?
She know the only thing that she can find on me.
And I'm like, hey,
So
I check them.
I'm not even. This the thing. I'm not wanting to carry no gun only because for me, I ain't gonna say this because but
Yeah, don't.
I feel comfortable enough to go out and have a good time and not have to worry about watching my surroundings. I still watch them.
Yeah, always watch your surroundings.
As long as I know where I'm at,
Who you with?
I watch everything closely. Little do everybody know. I'll be watching it.
So drugs. So you've done drugs?
Dang. Just like that.
You smoke weed? You be vaping at 16?
Right.
That's what you do?
But
what? So
I'm not,
why
I'm
do you
not
think
gonna,
that's
I'm
okay?
not gonna justify it, but I say I tell you what I tell everybody else. Would you rather have me do that, or would you rather have me toting the gun?
That is not a comparison.
It's not a good comparison.
That is not a good comparison at all.
But I'd rather not be out here about to risk my life watching my surroundings than rather sit at home, roll me a nice little.
No, you
joint.
ain't doing that shit
But
in my
why?
No, but
Hold
no,
on,
hold
sit
on.
in the car, sit in the car, and roll me a nice little joint.
Okay, but why? Why do you? Okay, what does weed do for you? You already mellow and chill at 16. Like, are you stressed out? What are you smoking for?
No, I think when I started, at first it was just like it was a random thing.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it became consistent. It just was like I'm not worried about what everybody else is doing. I'm not focused on everything else. Like, I'm chilling. Like, I'm not.
I hear you, Jay, but I'm still like, so you just
girl,
smoke
you about
because
to have the same
you make it sound like
conversation
it's
I did.
okay because I smoke because I just want to smoke. You're not a social smoker,
No, I'm not a social smoker.
but you still
I-
smoking, man.
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
but
Get him, G baby.
So here was my thing with
I
it. He's 16. I was probably 15 when I tried it. I didn't like it.
Right.
Of all of my peers were that
Rolling
age.
some up now.
Right.
I mean, what is
All of
this?
my
It's in your
peers-
skin. It's in your blood.
All of
What's
my
going on?
all of my peers was pretty much in that era of smoking. You know what I'm saying? And again, he's 16. He go to work. He go to school. He do what I tell him to do. I am not with him 24/7.
Right.
I tell him, you can't do that shit in my home. I can't control you for real when you gone in your car and with your friends. I can tell you as much as I can. I hope that you listen to what I tell you. But again, I feel like not every kid, but majority of these kids start at that age. And okay, cool. I tell them like, hey, you can't smoke with everybody. I'd rather you buy your own shit and you do it yourself. You get what I'm saying?
The era now, like it's different for us. Like back then, for us, it was a liquor. Like
right.
My mom, we had the same attitude about liquor in the house. I'm gonna tell you straight like
this: I ain't never gonna pick up a bottle.
He don't like liquor.
I tell you that.
His mama like liquor.
They too. Alcohol is a problem. Okay, put it down.
You think we got a problem?
Yes, yes.
You know what I mean? People be like, they should make weed legal, and it's legal now because before, you know, they're like, oh, y'all can drinking and driving is worse than being high and driving.
To me,
which it is,
and everybody is different. Everybody's reaction is different when things are in their system. I just don't feel like your body is developed enough for you to be putting weed and everything else in your body. And where's you getting this weed from?
The hell, the same way they get the guns from. What you talking about?
No,
I'm not saying, but I'm just saying it's easy.
I'm just saying my nerves is bad.
Do you get what I'm saying?
What she's talking about? I don't know.
What I'm saying is the same way he just said up here.
Said is not true.
The same way he sat up here and said they can get to the guns. How you think they can get? If they can get to guns, they can get to everything.
So do you try edibles?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
I'm gonna tell you You gotta pay attention to the milligrams.
He about to give you a whole lesson.
That's where it matter at. Because if you don't pay attention to the milligrams, that's where you're gonna mess yourself up.
You know how your grandma had told him put the banana in the window?
Yeah, put the banana in the window.
You gotta pay attention.
Right. Gotta pay attention. You've been paying attention ever since he was young lad. But now you pay attention a little too much. But no, he's not lying. It's just
I had to make sure I knew what I was smoking before I was smoking. I did research. And I've been watching it since I've been a kid. So
yeah, honestly.
So it's just like, I'm kind of already knowing most of it.
So once again, it has to do with your surroundings and upbringing, correct?
Yeah. Correct.
That's all I'm saying, guys. What are we teaching our youth?
Certain people
not judging it. He's a well-rounded young man. He's a well-rounded young man.
On YouTube. Tell you whatever you want to know.
Yeah. Now, when you got restrictions on YouTube,
there ain't no fucking restrictions. I promise you.
You can break it. It's so easy to break a restriction. Just people don't got the brain cells to do it.
Because they've been smoking.
I got enough brain cells to know.
They've been smoking.
I got enough brain cells to know when to shoot it.
When they've been smoking, that's when they figured it out.
They got creative when they were smoking and found out how to break the code.
Yeah, that's back in the day. I just don't want it to be ongoing thing because like how we looked at everybody, I hate to say this, love my people, but most people that smoked like all the time in high school, they moved on to bigger things.
Yeah, no,
and
I've told myself I want y'all to know
now.
this. I want y'all to know this right now, right? I'm gonna say this right here, right now.
That was a 51.
Never a day in my life will you see me pick up anything besides something that is green. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. Only because it's just like, no, life ain't never gonna be that hard for me.
Yeah, because you in chill mode all day now. You chill out. Everything is all groovy. It's all great.
The point now. If you got a
he's so chill.
A son, a daughter, or something, and they like 16, 17, you kind of would rather them be smoking weed than doing all the perks and all this syrup and all this other shit.
I know some people that crash out on some stuff like that.
Yeah, the lean, all that shit.
I'm just not ready.
I'm telling you, and that's the thing. And here's the thing, Rhea.
You coming to church Sunday?
I can.
Thank you. I just want a little Jesus on there too. Just a little Jesus sprinkle.
Here's the thing though, and I had to come to terms with that myself as a parent.
Yeah.
Like, I can't hound him every day, all day.
She was under that first.
At first, I was on his head.
Wasn't working, yeah.
And then I'm like, well, shit, I had to remember, like, I was 16. I tried it, you know.
I didn't try marijuana. It's about to lie.
Talking about church.
Because how much do you expose to your child? At what age? You know what I'm saying? How much do you expose about your own life to your child?
Here it is, though. I didn't expose it to him. It wasn't me. I definitely exposed his damn daddy. And his grandfather.
No, it was my granddad first. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna say it was my dad, because my dad wasn't smoking around me until I got older. Until I got like real older.
What's real older? You 16.
Like when I started living with him, then that's when I started. Because at first I
couldn't
did.
hide
Well,
it
we
no
won't.
more.
Yeah,
We're not gonna say that.
No, I'm just saying. No, it's the truth. No, here's the thing, though. I mean, and a lot of people
No, that's
don't like
still
to
a
speak on
crime.
it. Again, we on Raw but Real. Period. I brought my
Yeah.
son for a reason. No, I'm telling you, it's not a crime because let me explain something to you. What you do in your household is your business.
Negative lies. You would lie.
What you do in
Big
your
brother
house,
always
I'm
watch.
not.
You a lie.
I'm not. I didn't say the nigga was over there sitting there doing lines with his son. If you're smoking cigarettes, Black and Mild,
Child
having a
endangerment.
Put the
drink,
cigarettes down. I'm
See,
gonna tell
that's
y'all
the
that
worst.
nah. Y'all
Like
walking
any
around
of that.
smelling like booty.
Booty.
Stop
But
it.
here's the thing. Kids are going to try something. And like he said, it ain't lean, it ain't crack. Because we was in the crack era. And you had kids that was messed up. And again, even with some of this weed, people
Crack
can
babies.
lace it with fentanyl just as well as they lace the crack with fentanyl. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's really still dangerous. And that's why now I feel like they made weed so legal so that they can go to the dispensaries and get, you know, the weed that's grown and you know what I'm saying, you know what you getting. And if you don't get the right shit, you can have a lawsuit. You get what I'm saying? So it's different aspects of it. And do I want him to smoke? No, I do not. Can I control
You still
it?
have sleepovers anymore? Like when you was younger, you used to have like
No, I didn't have.
y'all didn't hang out. Okay,
No, I went over people.
I don't
was
think
done.
I would let nobody
went-
like. She's not going anywhere.
No, I think-
He did.
The twins are gonna just
over.
now I understand why they just be in the house.
No,
Like, I
because I
wasn't-
don't fuck with kids.
No, it wasn't that. I just wasn't inviting nobody over. I was always going.
Going somewhere.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah,
I
I used
put
to
him
get
out.
shipped out.
Sound about
Yeah.
right. No, I
That was
like-
really. Y'all want to be for real? It's her fault.
It's her
Oh.
fault.
It's her.
It's mama
She
fault.
always sent me somewhere.
I did.
She never kept.
Let
No,
me tell you something.
I'm gonna be happy
At
that
the
she
shop,
didn't.
it was a bag.
He was a
pack.
shop baby.
Yeah,
And if
no.
any of my
By
clients,
shop baby, we mean like he grew up in the
Lord.
industry, so he's never been shy.
I can braid
He's
your
always
hair.
been
I can
friendly
flat
around
iron your hair.
people.
I can cut your hair. I know how to give you a detox
Yeah.
and a wash. Come on, I got you.
He's like I said, he's well rounded.
yeah,
And when I threw out the comment about church, it's not saying like, "Oh, you're a sinner, you need to go." No, everybody needs Jesus,
and
regardless.
he used to go to church with them all the
I
time.
Yeah.
did.
Because
And-
again, they used to keep him.
right? Because he wasn't
Yeah, I'm
home.
telling
He
you.
went
I just used
They be like, "Can Jane come? There's his bag over there. Go ahead and grab it."
Yeah, the
Oh,
bag's
I
green.
never went home to get a bag. I realized that you
I
was
had
just
the bag
prepared.
packed.
She already had the
Yeah.
backpack.
You was just ready to send me along.
Sure was.
Yeah, she had things to do. Trying to
Definitely
stack that
wasn't.
bread.
Okay.
She wasn't even stacking.
She was
She
trying-
going out.
How you know?
How did I know? I had a Facebook account at the age of 0.
See stuff
No.
like that. He
Zero.
did have his own Facebook page.
He did.
And he was a baby.
I didn't own
But
it.
now y'all don't like Facebook. Now what is the thing? It's
What is it? TikTok and
It's TikTok.
I'm not
Twitter?
gonna lie, I spend
Snapchat?
most of my time on TikTok and Instagram. But I be trolling on TikTok because the TikTok that y'all be posting be real funny.
Yeah.
And you learn things off of TikTok. I ain't gonna lie. As an
Yeah, I
adult,
learned a
I've
lot of
learned
Like
things.
I was
lot.
today.
But y'all be
years old.
scamming, so y'all gotta stop doing that for real.
He gonna point at the people. Y'all stop.
Y'all gotta stop that.
Stop the scamming.
Yeah.
So it's higher. So when it's time, because you're working, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, we go to work too. You
Oh man,
The
I ain't gonna lie.
culture-
Target like
Customer
crazy
service
ass shit.
culture is way different now for me.
girl, let them tell you one good story. I don't know,
Please
but
tell me
Which one?
something. You don't have to say where you work. I don't put none of that out there because it's
no,
easy
I tell you.
No, you don't have to.
No, okay. But let me introduce that part first.
Okay.
My thing was school back, baby, for a second. My thing was I wanted him to work in customer service so that he could, again, still be well rounded. You know, he's worked. He's been at our shop and all of that.
Mhm.
But it's a whole different atmosphere when you're working with strangers.
Absolutely.
And you have to be able to deal with people. Rhea knows this because
Close
she's
talking people.
yeah, crazy people,
Weirdo.
people
Oh,
that
my grandmama people.
yeah,
You know?
people that's gonna say, "Oh, I was shorted 2 pennies and I want my money."
Absolutely.
So
You give people their change.
with that experience, I feel like you can become a better person knowing how the world kind of works, if that makes any sense.
It's
When people be
perfect
like,
sense.
"Oh, you shouldn't make your kid work," and this, that. No, you kind of need your kid to be out here in this world to understand.
Who said you shouldn't make your
I've
kid
heard
work?
a lot of people say, "Oh, you make him work." Oh, I said I make him do anything. He wanted to work, and I really do want him to,
Right.
so that he can get that experience. That's life experience,
Absolutely.
so he can be a grown up and not be entitled to think that I'm supposed to sit up here and do everything for him.
Not to cut you off.
Go.
But Henry Ford, I'm sorry I didn't hit y'all back. Y'all wasn't talking the right price to me. Y'all
This
said
when he
13.
had to turn down a job.
You turned down a job in here for it?
Y'all was talking about 13 an hour. I make $15.50.
Don't be out here trying to flex. Don't,
Right.
Don't tell
Don't say
nobody
how
how
much
much
you
you
make.
made.
What they gonna
Hold
do?
money to my
Oh,
ear.
they
There's a
gonna come to
disconnect.
me?
We don't call that money over here. Oh, see, I'm a rapper. Jay-Z.
He think he
I'm
can
old
make-
school. That's old
Anyway,
school now. Jay-Z
But no,
is considered old school. That's sad.
I have.
And his resume is definitely long. I definitely.
No, your
Man.
resume should only be one page.
It is.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
it's
is
just
one.
a lot
It
going on.
was
16 though.
almost 2.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
crazy.
I got a nice little.
But
resume.
anywho, go
Yes,
back.
so the customer service part.
Oh yeah.
Um,
They drive me crazy.
yeah.
Not for real.
She can.
You
relate.
haven't dealt with
No, I've done
the
a lot.
stuff like with your hair.
No.
So now it's different things
Oh yeah, definitely.
that I think you guys don't have to deal with that we dealt with in corporate America. Where I'm old school. I come from the era where you should look a certain way to get the job. Then when you get the job, you do what you want.
Oh yeah, that's how I did it.
Okay. So that's still like that. It's just now, like in the era we in, everybody come to work with blue
Oh, yeah.
hair, purple hair. Like
I mean,
that was
yeah,
that was unheard of.
I'm gonna tell you this.
That's
Not you
unheard
wanna know
of
why?
in
You wanna know
customer
why?
service.
You wanna know why? Because of Twitter. Due to the simple, because of social media, really. And
What,
all the
people had
different,
different color
all the different communities that we got now. It got to a point where kind of like the world has become
More
numb.
acceptable.
Yeah, acceptable.
But I think that they have to be because of so many lawsuits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just now. It's just like I
Because
see
Michigan just passed that
somebody-
law. Governor
somebody-
Whitmer just passed that law about not discriminating against dreads, different hair. This is
Yeah,
I'm saying
color.
that this even has to be a law. That's the
Natural
first thing.
hair, all
Natural
of that.
hair, all of that. So that law has been passed. But yes, we do. And if you're honest, you do look at people differently. You come into a place and you see somebody got
No,
tattoos
people-
all over their face, and you judge. People are judgmental. They are.
People do it. Yeah.
No, people say a lot of things, but I don't think anybody would have. Nobody has said anything to me personally.
It's good.
I'm okay.
Keep
with
good
that.
hygiene at work.
But-
See, it's sad. Like, these are really conversations that you have to have in the workplace. Especially, I'm a manager, so I've had different situations where I've had to address hygiene with coworkers.
Yeah.
That's awkward for both of us. I don't want to have to tell nobody.
Like so, you're a
Like,
little
yeah,
funky
you
today.
smell that? Like,
You ain't
It's
never had no Subway, and then you go back to work and your coworker tell you that your breath stink.
well, yeah, that's your breath though. That's different. You can brush your teeth, have a mint.
You
When
can't-
it's
you
your
can't
body
brush your
odor,
teeth at work.
yes, you can. Why you can't?
Why would I be carrying a toothbrush?
So see, you're a guy.
Right.
So a lot of
Dental floss.
women definitely carry little stuff
Yeah.
in their purse, but a lot of guys do not. So, but then that's when you got gum, you
And
got
that's where we
mints
teach
and all
you
of
these
that.
things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then when the girl see you carrying it, she gonna think you a little hoe bag. Cause like, why you got all this stuff in your bag? See what I'm saying? You got a girlfriend?
It's
Oh,
my
I ain't get
mama
on that
fault.
yet.
You
You got a girlfriend?
Do I have one?
Yeah.
Right. What's
Okay.
up for?
Yeah,
What happened? What's your fault? What happened? Something else her fault?
That you don't have a girlfriend?
No. Yeah. No. That is.
Wait a
yeah, That's
minute.
for sure her fault. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this now. I had an upbringing around all females, so y'all can't even play the game with me. I'm already knowing how that go. Y'all can't get me like that. I'm already knowing. It's at least 5 of y'all.
He probably just
It's
be
five.
too
It's
cool.
5 other people that's just like. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this now.
Tommy's
The-
spilling my beans now. Hold on, you better
The
shut
girl
up.
that you talking to right now, you're not the only person.
Oh my goodness! Seriously?
So,
Y'all 16. She shouldn't be down. Y'all shouldn't be talking to only one person.
Here's the thing, too, though. I'm gonna tell you.
Sound like
this.
you? No.
My son.
She raised a pimp. So
Oh.
that's
Said,
it.
I'm
Oh,
already
pimp.
knowing.
I did not.
Nah. Hold on, swole on. You ain't no pimp.
He's a lie.
You just
Listen.
honest.
I ain't talking
You
true.
You said that's right. That's how you
No,
get.
I haven't.
You be lying.
Who you lie to?
A lot of them.
Why?
Why?
Cause it's just. Why do you need
You don't
to know
see how
everything?
people. Oh, for the love of
Like,
cheesecake.
why? Why is it that you need to know all my information?
So now you out here, you about to be.
Now you out here and mark yourself as a liar.
Listen, when it come down to it, when it come down to a real relationship, then I'll
Well,
be
it's not
okay.
really lying. It's just an omission.
Yeah, you know, I'm not really lying to you. I'm just telling you part of
You're
what,
right. You're not lying.
I'm just leaving out certain details that just not important.
I told y'all he gets it from, yeah.
Many people.
I might not want him to smoke, but I'm going to tell him a good story. I'm going to let him know how to, don't treat her like this, baby. Don't do this. And go there. Shuck and jive.
Shuck and jive.
If she start talking this or... But no, you court a young lady.
So here's the
Date
thing.
her.
What's crazy?
You don't do all that. Guys don't do that.
No, I do.
Okay.
No,
Make her feel
I was just
special.
messing around. No,
But-
I was gonna go on a date.
What's a date to you at 16? I need to know this. What's a date for the youth?
I was just gonna take her to the movie, take her out to eat. That was
Why you keep looking at my troll ponytail? I know my hair ain't done. I know it. I know you ain't used to me looking like this.
I mean, take her out to eat. My mama wanted me to go get some flowers.
I told him.
But you don't want to do all that.
Not yet.
What she got to do to get flowers? It's a level for flowers.
First date, you don't get the flowers.
Twerk.
Twerk something. Throw the
Rico.
flowers, not the dollars. Throw the flowers, not the dollars.
No, it's just like,
You gotta do the door.
all right, that's
I'm
like.
throwing flowers, not
All right,
dollars.
look, I'm about to break this down to y'all. You take
got the
you
door.
go to Wendy's, you go get you a 4 for
Wendy's? Who going to Wendy's?
Listen, you go get you a 4 for 4,
Wait,
right?
wait, 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 wait.
Listen, I'm
Let
about to
me
break
hear
it
this.
down.
I need to
Y'all
hear this.
gotta
Hold
hear
on,
me. Y'all gotta
hold
hear me,
on.
right? You take the girl to you take her to Wendy's. You go get a 4 for 4.
Y'all
You don't
in
give her
high school.
nothing. The first day, you don't give her nothing, right? You eat it all in front of her,
What?
right?
What?
Who
The
has been
second
raising
time,
this young
I
man?
don't
you
know.
give
I
her
didn't
some
do
French
that.
fries,
That ain't had shit to
right?
do with me.
You order the same 4 for 4. You give her some French fries, okay? That's it.
That's why he's single.
You give her
The-
some.
Third date,
If you get a third.
You don't give her anything. You make her suffer. The fourth date, you give her the whole 4 for 4. She gonna be like, oh yeah, he messing with me now. Yeah. And then you take away that 4 for 4 again, and you only give her the drink.
Where?
And now
This
y'all
is your
locked in.
seed.
This is
Do you
why
hear this?
he's single. That's why I
Stay
ain't got
single.
no. Excuse me. That's why I don't have no girls running in and out of my house. I like this attitude at this point.
No,
'Cause keep
that's a
them bitches
setup for
up outta here.
disaster. I'm
Let
not
me
gonna
tell
let
you
you.
No, I'm gonna tell you
continue
this.
thinking
I'm gonna tell you
way.
this.
Keep
I'm gonna
my
tell you
mouth.
this. If it's a female,
He
she's
gonna
not.
be
She's
single.
not coming to my house. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you that now. I'm.
But
Don't.
no, you don't do that.
don't-
I'm not
don't-
agreeing with your
don't-
bullshit, JD. You
I'm
sound
playing.
crazy.
I am playing.
I know you ain't.
Language.
Oh, we talk like this.
But look,
The language. Once again, I still say it. The language.
but no, I mean, yeah, no, I'm saving you though. Like if I don't bring you to my house, I'm most definitely saving you. Like,
So your mentality already is to manipulate the girl.
no, I'm not
into-
gonna manipulate.
Okay.
No, I play my cards right though. Like I ain't gonna go into it without an open mindset. Like I'm open to anything, but it's just
Jesus.
I can't.
If you hear me
So
right
what
now.
if she got her own money and can buy her own 4 for 4?
Then let her buy her own for
Then
four.
she ain't giving you no fries.
Mm-mm.
And
She
you
ain't
can't
gotta
get
give me no
cheese
fries.
on it. What's a 4 for 4 anyway? I don't.
A four, you don't know what a four for?
I'm bougie.
You
You
get,
ain't know.
you get
She
a
gonna get a
burger.
biggie.
We going to Morton's.
No,
She getting
Morton's
a biggie
happy
bag.
hour.
no, a good first date, take her to be the
Buffalo Wild Wings?
For a 16-year-old, I can see that. That's cool.
I get her some wings.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you gonna get her.
Even for a 46-year-old.
Like, you about to go spend about 20.
You wanna go to
I'm not
Buffalo
going to be
Wild
dubs.
You about to go spend about $30, and then you take her to the movies right after. Don't get her no popcorn though, cause you just ate what you need to eat again for.
Oh my
Or
lord.
you take her to the movies first, and then go take her. To
Now, let me
Buffalo
tell y'all
Wild Wings.
something.
Movies are a bad day because you can't talk.
That's the point.
Oh,
Once
you might
again,
have a point because what's my longest relationship? Our first date was a
this is
movie.
why
We both
he's
fell
single.
asleep. Yeah.
I'll be locking down soon though. Prom about to come up. So, yeah, I'll be in a relationship soon.
You think, huh?
I
Not if
definitely.
they see this.
Okay. 'Cause
I don't know.
Now they about to all tell you to go to Taco Bell and say fuck Wendy's. Well, no, what's the most expensive? Fast
Wendy's
food?
is expensive.
Wendy's is expensive. But it's something else
Ain't
that's
no more
more
Burger Kings.
expensive.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A,
Chick-fil-A,
Chipotle.
Hey, I will take you to Chick-fil-A though. We gotta get a couple.
Will you take her with a coupon?
No, I ain't taking
You ain't
nobody
gonna-
with no coupon.
Oh, okay, you
That's
bougie.
too far.
That's too far. I went too far. What's wrong with
No, you
being
know what's expensive?
frugal with your money?
And that's few and far between. A&W is expensive as shit.
I'm not taking no girl.
A&W, ain't been there in years.
I ain't
And they
gonna lie.
high as hell.
At that point, she just gonna laugh at me because it's just like you brought me here to get a chili dog.
Me too.
Like,
No hot dogs for me for a while. It's dangerous out here.
I don't want your dog.
No, I don't want no hot
I don't
dogs
want
in
it.
Chicago. They killing people. I'm straight. I don't want to go nowhere with the hot dogs. Or the other hot dog, nasty perverts.
oh my
Nasty.
God.
That was
But-
very real.
I'm just saying, it's been lovely. I enjoyed this conversation. I need to understand the youth more. The
Great,
weed
great.
thing-
Oh, we smooth up. I just say this. Every person in my generation, they thought process is different. It's a lot of
That's
people
true.
that's out there that think like me, but it's a lot of people that don't. And the people that do think like me, you are a very smart individual. The people that don't think like me, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you got a little.
I'm gonna tell you what to do. This is why their parents drink.
Nah.
Day drink, evening drink, and booty calls sometimes. Cause goddamn,
Oh Lord, not the booty call.
I put them out. Get out! I got to get out of my face.
No,
It
she
happens.
do pick me out.
I will.
Wait.
Well, you
Y'all
have your
don't
own car.
understand.
Mm-hmm.
You can go. You got somewhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently you just sit in the car and roll up a fat one.
Hey, you be all right.
I don't know
Go sit in the
what's
car.
going on.
No, for
Ah.
real. She couldn't tell me to sit in my car for about 3-4 hours. I definitely would. 'Cause
Mm-mm.
it's just like I'm in the car, so I'm peaceful. Ain't nobody bothering me.
In
So
the
that is now
backyard.
we know now that to punish him is to not send him to the car.
Right.
Your punishment is to stay in the house.
In the house. There it is.
In the house.
Still gonna go to sleep.
That's all. Yeah, 'cause that's all you do. That's what
Listen.
the weed do to your head. We gonna talk about it later, nephew. I can't. As y'all can see, I be stressed out.
He didn't took Rhea on the whole journey.
He done took me on a whole journey. I'm
No.
quite
So,
sure
to
your
sum it-
Robbie
to sum it up-
is watching somewhere.
To sum it up, he's going to kill over his mama.
Yeah, for
Oh.
He's
sure.
gonna
And
smoke.
Mama is gonna be okay with it. She expects nothing less.
Yeah.
That part.
We going
Like-
together.
That
Right,
part.
like going out with a bang.
We going-
Literally.
So listen,
This is
I'm
just what
poor such and
We're
such.
dealing with.
We gonna get up
You
out
gonna
of
get
it.
me out.
We gon'
Cause
You gonna be good. I got
it
you.
ain't really my fault.
Yeah, I did. You know.
It was
all right
hers.
here.
I was just
No accountability.
I just had that.
Like, tell Tata, if I gotta stay in here, you gonna be straight. I got you.
No, I'm not gonna lie. When it had to be me.
We
because-
joking, but that's a serious
No,
situation.
no,
I'm like,
no,
this
real
is serious.
situation.
This is a lot of
No.
kids out here got they in jail or they well, yeah, it's too much.
Yeah,
No,
baby.
We got,
I
to, we
would
got to
actually-
do better, y'all. I hope someone got a message out of this, not that this was okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's okay.
Oh, somebody said they was watching us on YouTube but can't comment on what we're talking about. How does someone call in? Damn, Kiara,
Wow, you
I'm
just
sorry.
read that? Like, that was probably an
That
hour
was at
ago, 'cause the show is
7:30.
over.
It is over.
She
I'm
should have been
sorry.
looking.
I was talking.
Calling, I'm running. Then it's comments on.
Right, it's comments on
Oh,
there.
we should have. I'm sorry.
You have to subscribe to the YouTube page to
Bam.
see. So that may have been the problem. So we hope that you guys subscribe.
And y'all
So
can still
Robert Real,
comment.
one word, Robert Real. No, they can't comment if they subscribe. They
No,
want to see it.
subscribe,
Yes.
and then you could comment, and then
Absolutely.
we could come back later and discuss that
Mhm.
too.
Come
Correct.
read the comments below. Yes. that used to be Heavy's
They
job.
did.
He,
They
that's
did.
his fake job because I've always been the one to read the comments below. And
Yeah,
it's fine.
she read them. Sorry, Kiara. I missed that part, baby.
All right. It's been lovely.
That was quick.
Inside.
Damn.
Yeah, quick hour. We'll be
Man.
talking about some good stuff.
I'm telling
But
you.
I guess now we're going to go to Wendy's and roll up a fat one. Deuces.
Roll it. And I
No.
didn't even